Oh no. You're kidding me, not again. Oh, it's Helios this time. Oh my goodness. I think half the litter has been sick at this rate. Okay, pups, stay in the grass for now. Well, we've got to sleep until the next day. It's a good thing we got our territory boosted up pretty well, but... Ah, there's the coyotes. I was wondering what had become of them. Alright, well, they're going to show up somewhere. I think Pyra is not too happy about this. Definitely stay in the grass, pups. Oh, there. There's only one. Nope, you better not be that one coyote's mate thinking you're going to come back and get revenge. We're not doing that again. But Pyra has no interest in continuing this feud longer than she has to. I think she's just going to do her best to stay close to Helios, and we're going to finish resting the night. Well, it is morning. A gentle rain has begun to fall. The territory's still looking pretty good. Let's just leave the pups in the grass for now, just for a little bit, in case stranger wolves show up. But I think we're going to go ahead and spend the day here now. That does help if we stay close. We should probably let the pups out to eat, though. Oh, Helios is at 72%, and the puppies are at 17 to 18 pounds. Flicker is the smallest at the moment. We'll call them out, we'll let them eat. Oh, Nimbus is going to have some, apparently, which is good. That is good, because he needed some food, too. We might try and do a short hunt for him at some point, but the way that I handle illness, a lot of you guys have mentioned that the companionship effect doesn't work while you're sleeping. I'm not 100% sure if that's true or not, but we're playing as if it is, and we are avoiding sleeping, however. A lot of you guys have suggested that I do things like stay in the den while the puppies are sick and just wait for like 2 days straight, and although that is a possibility, like everything else in this game, it's a balancing act. And so, although I do tend to prioritize sick pups, I don't 100% do that, because if we were to do that, the whole territory would decay, we wouldn't have food, and starvation is a very real threat now as well. So it's definitely... Nimbus, where are you going, bud? Okay, maybe he's going to find some food. Let's hope. But yeah, so that's the reason that I don't do that kind of thing, is because our territory would decay. We would see potentially some issues with starvation. It's just, it's not something that any of our wolves would have. It's not the way that our wolves would have prioritized it, and I do try to play in character for that. That's not to say that we won't have a wolf who would do something like that, but with our current wolves, none of them have been so inclined to prioritize the sickness to that degree that they neglect everything else. So that's kind of why I play the way that I do. That's not to say we will never have a wolf who would prioritize sickness to that extreme, but up until now, most of our wolves have still felt like it's important to maintain the territory, to make sure we're hunting daily, and etc. Now, you guys have mentioned some mates will go out and mark territory. I don't know if that's what Nimbus is doing now. Oh my goodness, you guys are getting kind of far from the grass. Let's go back for just a second here. The nice thing about the grass is that even here we are still getting that companionship effect. So even when the puppies are in the grass, it's just a little bit easier to protect them this way. Now, I think I am going to actually have Pyra finish this so her own food stays up. But yeah, we're just going to hang out here for a little bit. Hopefully Nimbus will be back soon. Hopefully he finds some food for himself while he's out there. He may have. He's up to 90% now. And hopefully things don't go too crazy while we're staying here with Helios. Oh, there comes Nimbus. He actually went off and not only fed himself, but marked the one piece of territory that was a little bit down. Well, I guess this one is slightly too. So he's like, some of you guys said that sometimes the mates will do that, and we haven't really seen ours do that for a while. Also, the puppies are slowly popping out of the grass one by one. They've been doing that. So I am keeping an eye on them, but we wanted to make sure we're spending time with Helios. And yeah, welcome back, Nimbus. So he is completely full on food. The puppies are doing fine on food, and the territory is pretty well marked. So Nimbus is making sure that we're going to be able to take care of Helios, which, man, Nimbus is a really good dad, you guys. He really is. Like, oh my goodness, we've had a lot of different mates who've been good at various different things, but Nimbus definitely seems to be one of the very thoughtful ones. All right, the puppies are all popped out of the grass now, so I think we're gonna send them back in just for now, just to make sure that nothing's showing up. Now, we did have coyotes attack at night, so hopefully no other predators have noticed us. And then we do kind of have to pop up on this rise to be able to see over it. Is there a den? No, I think there might be a den up there. There might be, like... I don't know where the dens in this area are very much, but yeah, other than not being able to see over the rise here so well, this has been a pretty good rendezvous site. There is a good amount of visibility, and I think that makes Pyra feel a lot safer. But we're gonna stay here and keep hanging out with the puppies for a little bit longer, at least until our energy starts to get a little bit lower. We will have to sleep before our stamina decays too much, because again, I'm just not really willing to risk the effects that'll have on any potential predator attacks, because that can get really dangerous, especially if you end up dealing with something like a bear or a bunch of stranger wolves. So we will have to sleep soon, but we'll stay up for as long as we can, and hopefully that means Helios will be alright. I've got a bit of a bad feeling, because it looks like the sky is once again filling with clouds. Flicker, let's not wander too far away, just in case something shows up, because I think we are going to sleep, but... seems as if we may have another storm rolling in, and I don't think that makes Pyra feel very good about things. So we're gonna sleep once, and then we'll see where things stand, but after everything she's been through this litter, I think Pyra's feeling quite uneasy. Oh no. Oh dear, that is exactly what I was afraid of. It seems like we have stranger wolves. No storm, though. Just wolves. Just wolves. Did they mess up our territory? They actually haven't that much. That's something. Alright. I do not know where they are. Oh, there we go. Who is this? Who is this? Oh, I can't target you yet. Get out. Get out. Who are you? I'm gonna bite your tail for that. Prospect Peak, of course. Oh, goodness. 3M. Well, fortunately, it was only the one as far as I can tell here. Yeah, it doesn't look like there was more than that. And it is now night, a very clear night, and Helios is at 40% health. Oh boy, you guys. Well, there's no storm just yet, but I definitely think Pyra is feeling very, very worried. But now that our stamina is doing a little bit better, our hunger I think is okay. 92-63 for Pyra herself, so she'll need to hunt soon. And 70 for the pups. I think we can afford to wait a night. And the territory isn't bad, so I don't think we have to worry about marking it right now either. We're just gonna rest here for a little bit and see how Helios is doing when dawn arrives. That's not great. That's Scorch. Please go back in the grass. Please go back in the grass. Is it coming from this side? I do not see where it is. Oh, Pyra's been surprised by a bear before. This is not something that she wants to be dealing with. I'm looking to see if I can tell where it's coming from. Nimbus, have you seen it yet? Oh boy. Oh, there it is. There it is. All right. All right. You need to stay away. You need to stay away. Nimbus, watch out. Nimbus, be careful. Nimbus, be careful. Oh my goodness, and we have to be careful as well. Alright, this guy's just thinking he can prowl right around here. Oh, Nimbus, watch out! We do have permadeath on now, so I'm very, very scared to take these guys on. Nimbus is biting him carefully, it looks like, although he's got to watch himself or he's gonna get jumped. Oh, watch out, bud. Alright, we're going to woof just to make sure that the pups stay. Oh, gosh. Oh, is he chasing? He is chasing, alright. Alright, we need to stay away, stay out of the line of fire here, because if he charges us, we are going to lose so much health. Oh, Nimbus, be careful. Please be careful, Nimbus. Not quite as scary as on Accurate, but these guys are still terrifying. All right. Please leave. Please leave. I think we've intimidated him into leaving, at least. Yeah, thank goodness. Oof, that's not what Pyra was hoping for. She's been anxiously waiting through the better part of the night here in hopes that Helios will recover. But it's still quite dark. The stars are beautiful, But unfortunately, Helios is down to about 35% health. We're not quite at the point where we need to sleep again, but I definitely think Pyra is feeling worried. Alright, Pyra's stamina is starting to get a little bit low. I think what we're going to do is sleep for just part of the night. Hopefully until dawn gets a little closer. Helios is at 32% health, and most of the puppies are up to 19 pounds, but because Flicker's still at 18, I don't think there's much chance that we'll be able to outlast the sickness. So let's woof the puppies back in the grass here. We will sleep for just a little bit. I'm going to cut it off before morning comes, but I just want to keep an eye on Pyra's stamina so that hopefully it doesn't get too low. So we'll sleep just for a bit. Looks like Nimbus is keeping vigil, and hopefully things will be a bit brighter soon. All right, we're going to wake up now. We should still have more stamina. It's not quite dawn, although I think dawn is close. It seems pretty dark out, and there are clouds gathering. Unfortunately, Helios is still at 25. He's still not better. Oh, we can't lose 3 pups in one litter, right? 4 of the 6 have gotten sick, and we've already lost 2 of them. Well, dawn has arrived, but Helios still isn't better. The puppies are starting to emerge from the grass. I think Pyra was hoping that the arrival of a new day would bring a little bit more hope, but unfortunately Helios is down to about 20% health, and Pyra's gotten pretty tired once again. I hesitate to keep her up for too long. We might do another half rest. I really just don't know, because I don't want her to lose the stamina, and we're definitely... This territory is decaying. It's not... Oh my goodness, Nimbus! Oh, he's telling Smoke off for wandering too far. I see what's happening. But yeah, I think it's better to wait and find out if Helios is going to get better before risking venturing off again, considering that with 20% health, I don't think we have too much longer to wait. But I think Pyra's definitely getting uneasy and quite hungry. She's down to 54% herself, so... But I think we're going to go ahead. We will rest just a little bit once more, and then hopefully Helios will get better. Let's go back in the grass. Y'all are very far away from it, so please head back to one of the nearest grass patches. There we go. And we're gonna try to rest for just a bit longer. Alright, it's now much later in the day. Unfortunately, though, Helios is still sick, and we are still hungry. We've got a little bit more energy now, so that hopefully we won't be too tired and see our stamina drain all the way, but... you guys, this wait is just agonizing, and... I have to admit, I think Pyra has her doubts. Looks like clouds are gathering once again, too, and that's... Considering recent events, always unsettling. Oh my goodness, that startled me. Oh, I was just noticing Flicker making towards the edge of the clearing. But oh my goodness, 8% health, but Helios is safe. All right, I think we're gonna woof Flicker back, because knowing us, there's gonna be something lurking. Maybe there's not, maybe we're all right. Okay. Oh, I think that's a relief for Pyra. She was watching as these clouds moved in and rain started to fall. To be fair, it's not an outright thunderstorm, but I definitely don't think she saw it as a good sign. But that said, Helios is healthy. I think we're gonna go ahead and sleep once more, just to make sure that these guys have that Helios in particular has a chance to recover. But then we need to get Pyra and Nimbus out to hunt. I just don't feel very comfortable leaving Helios on 9% health and trying to do all this with low stamina, so we're gonna rest a bit. Whew, that got a little intense. Right after we went to sleep, a storm actually did break. But I think we're gonna leave these guys here. How is our territory? Very, very bad. Okay, we need to work on marking some of this, but I think more than anything, we need to go and hunt. And it seems like there is an elk herd this way. Now, I highly suspect, well, there's also mule deer here. I highly suspect, considering the pups are all at 19 pretty much, or above, that we're gonna need to, we're not gonna be able to carry the elk calves back anymore. So I'm actually gonna go looking for this mule deer. We'll mark what we can. And then we will see if we can bring back some fawns here for both the babies and for Nimbus, although I think Nimbus is doing the best on food right now. We also probably need to feed Pyra herself. Oh. Really? Really? Oh my goodness. Okay, so it is still possible to find the fawns then. Okay, maybe we will have Nimbus come with us and go hunting for some elk calves as well. I was sure they would have joined the herds again by now, but I guess perhaps not. All right, we're gonna feed this to the pups first of all because their health is, or their hunger is gonna be the most important at this point. But I think we might call Nimbus to go with, well, I'm conflicted. Let's call these guys into the open. I'm conflicted. I think we'll leave Nimbus here. Is Nimbus, no, don't eat that. Bud, no. Nimbus. I guess he was hungry. Well, hopefully he has enough. Okay, he's got enough to feed the pups now. Suppose that's not a total loss then. We certainly don't, so we'll leave him to feed them. Hopefully he takes, oh, is Nimbus coming with us? Okay, then yes, I guess we will move them into the grass here. All right, oh, has he fed them now? Did he just feed them? He did just feed them. Oh my goodness, Nimbus. Nimbus, please make up your mind what you want to do. Oh my goodness. He's, I think, a little bit overwhelmed with relief as well and not quite sure what's happening. We definitely want to make sure Helios gets some food though, because I don't know if hunger affects puppies healing or not as well, but I know it does for adult wolves. And we want to make sure that Helios gets the chance to recover some health for sure, since he is right now the most at risk to bear attack or cougar attack or pretty much anything else that could take or could damage a puppy. He's going to be more susceptible to. All right, Nimbus, if you're so sure you wanted to come, all right, yeah, he's going with us. Good. Then we will go and seek out some more food. You know, there's a couple of doe mule deer here right now, and Nimbus has just gone off after him, so I think we might try and do like a proper hunt here. We do have the calves and fawns. Oh, goodness. But it might be worth trying to get an actual hunt done just to efficiently feed these guys. We're also over here marking territory anyway. Now, a lot of you guys have said to wait until you actually get close to bite because otherwise you kind of more likely to match pace. Oh, that did seem more effective. She is very weak as well. Holy cow. All right. Well, we might be able to bring her down even without Nimbus's help, perhaps. Let's slow down for a minute, though, so that she doesn't get so far ahead. Okay, Nimbus is following us. And we do need to regain our stamina, so I'm just going to kind of circle her here. We'll try and chase her back in this direction. And, oh, is she on the move again? She is. All right, let's see if we can catch up to her. She's slow enough that we just might be able to do it. And if we can get a bite, then hopefully Nimbus can get a bite. And we will be able to... Was there something running? No, I guess perhaps not. All right, Nimbus has gotten a bite as well. Let's try and get another one here. Yeah, we should be able to bring her down. Oh, and there is a moose calf as well. Perhaps we should also bring that down once we've eaten. If we end up eating this whole carcass, which it seems likely that we will, maybe we'll bring that back to the pups, because we have pretty much marked the, well, we haven't marked the other territory, but as long as we can find a crossing, which I think we should be able to do at this time of year, that might be worth doing. Oh yeah, these guys demolished this carcass. They are pretty close to full, but let's see if we can bring back this moose calf. If we can get him on the run, that'll be a little bit easier. And apparently there's a baby as well. Okay, but I kind of want to sleep again so that Helios has the chance to recover. Oh, we're gonna get moose here. There we go. Nimbus got a little bit hit by the moose. Oh, there we go. We have the chance to rush in. There we go. I'm gonna... Oh yeah, she's far enough away that, yeah, we can do this. Okay, let's grab the carcass. We will just swing by over here. We're going to go through that one hex and then see if we can find maybe one or two hexes actually, because this one's a little bit weaker. But we'll see if we can find a crossing somewhere over there. Okay, this is a crossing. Let's go ahead and carry it here. Nimbus! Nimbus! Come on, man! What's the matter? Why do you keep doing this? You've just eaten. Oh my goodness. Well, I guess he's hungry too. I don't care about those hexes on the bottom that are fading. We do care about this one up here. But now that we've gotten this across the creek, we can worry a little bit less and just focus on getting it back to the pups after we mark this. And these are beaver trails. Holy beavers, there's so many of them over here. My gosh, I didn't know this was a beaver area, but I guess it is. Well, Pyra's not the most interested in that. I think she's a little bit more neutral towards the beavers than Blaze is, but them being water creatures and her being a fire element, I'm still not sure exactly how she feels about them. I think maybe she's not inherently opposed to hunting them, as I mentioned in an earlier episode, but they're definitely not something that's going to be her first choice of prey. Usually they live very close to water after all, and Pyra does not like to live close to water, so even if she's not as convinced that they're cursed as Blaze may be, she's still not likely to hunt them. And even now, we've got a moose carcass. We don't need to worry about hunting them. Oh, those are bears, or at least one bear. I hope it doesn't want our carcass. Just standing there on the hill watching us ominously. All right, it's right where we need to go by. Don't mess with us, bears? Multiple bears? Multiple bears? Yeah, I think that's a baby bear. No, no, no. What are you doing? Don't mess with us. Alright, we have just about made it back here. So we're gonna go ahead and feed this to the pups. We will sleep once more because this was a kind of strange episode. We spent a lot of time just hanging out at the den. And I think the puppies are actually pretty close to growing up. It's just Flicker who needs to get a little bit bigger. I don't know if Flicker's a proper runt or not. But Scorch and Smoke are already at 20 pounds. Helios is at 19.9. So I have a strong suspicion that it will not be too much longer before Flicker grows up, provided she gets enough food, that is. Now, let's just keep an eye out around here. We'll let these guys eat. Fortunately, their parents have done pretty well on the food, I think. So we should just be able to rest, hang out with these guys a bit, and see where things stand come morning. Alright, it is morning. Not 100% sure that something's not lurking. The territory has gone to heck again. Oh my goodness, that's down to 4%. We're definitely going to have to do some work on that. Let's call the pups out though and let them eat a little bit. Flicker is still at 19.7 pounds, so we are going to go attend to the territory briefly, but we're at least up to full energy once again, so we're not going to run out of stamina when we do it. Let's just let these guys get a bite to eat. They can finish off this moose calf. Hopefully Flicker, yeah, good. It looks like Flicker is eating because we definitely want her to be pretty full on food. So that, I think that does determine growth rate. Oh, it looks like Nimbus might be heading out on a solo mission of his own. I don't know if he's off to find food or if he's off to mark the territory. Helios is apparently feeling better enough to just vanish into the unknown here. But I think... let's make sure we play with these guys a bit, and then we will move them back in the grass before heading off to mark territory, hopefully in a different direction from Nimbus. Oh, it looks like the calves have now rejoined the herds. I think... yes? No? Maybe? Yep, that is a baby, I'm pretty sure. Yep, elk calf. So yeah, the babies now are back with the herds. That means any mule deer we find could have fawns with them, so that's important to keep in mind as well. I don't think we want to do a hunt here by ourselves. I think it's going to be more beneficial if we happen to find any mule deer, but that is good to note. Uh-oh. Listen to that howling wind. I think that there might be a storm on the way, and that's not something Pyra's too thrilled about. We are just headed up here to help Nimbus mark the upper half of the territory since pretty much all of it has decayed, but I definitely think Pyra's feeling a little bit on edge, like something might happen here right at the last second. It sounds like a pretty big storm by the sound of it too, even though I think, are there even clouds forming yet? I don't even see the first clouds, but oh, it's back down here. I definitely think Pyra is feeling a little bit jumpy and a little bit keen to get back to the pups. Oh, look at how dark that first cloud in the distance is. Oh boy, y'all. We are in for one heck of a storm. Oh my goodness, that made me jump. Well, the storm is here by the sound of it and the look of it. Look how dark those clouds are. Oh my goodness. Pyra, I think, very much wants to hurry and get back to the pups, but there is a little bit more territory to mark. Nimbus is covering this part of it, it seems like. But I think Pyra wants to make sure she gets this last hex before she heads back. I just hope we're able to make it back in time, too, because the affinity is starting to drop. And by the sound of it, there's an elk herd somewhere near us, too. Oh boy, y'all. We had better hurry. Oh, here we are. We found some mule deer and, by the looks of it, some fawns with them, or at least one. It's alright, though. One is all we need. As long as we can bring this down without too much trouble, we should be able to bring it back to our babies. And I don't know which one. The mama is not this... Oh, it is this one. Okay, I was going to say, she's not backing off to defend her baby very much. But as long as we can attack from behind, it'll take her a little bit to get around to us. We actually dodged her attack, too, so that's good. Pyra's pretty quick wolf, so she's gotten pretty good at this, I think. Let's see if we can get a good bite, or two, or three even. There we go, and we've brought it down. The storm is raging, though, and the pups are about ready to leave the grass. So let's hurry back to our rendezvous site and bring them some food before something comes jumping out of it at them. And, oh boy, I would not be surprised if we had one last-minute stranger wolf attack, not gonna lie. And here we are. Nimbus is actually quite far away. He has gone to mark some territory. Let's just do a quick sweep of the area before we let any of these guys eat, just because I'm a little worried. Oh no. Why do I smell stranger wolves from this direction? And why do I see or why not stranger wolves, but low territory in that direction? Is something lurking over here? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, we gotta investigate this. We've gotta check this out, because I don't think Pyra's willing to take any risks. Stranger wolves from Crevice Lake in this direction. Although I don't see many scents, so maybe yeah, they might be far enough away. Alright, well, let's let the pups out and see if they will eat, but I think Pyra is definitely feeling jumpy, especially with Nimbus all the way down and who knows where. Let's let these guys out of the grass. Hopefully they will come eat. Hopefully nothing immediately attacks us. There's quite the storm happening here, oh my word. And it looks like Flicker is leading the charge. She is a hungry girl by the seam of it, by the look of it. And I don't think, yeah, she's at 19.9, but it's not quite enough, apparently. She's still not quite 20 pounds. And these guys are eating their fill at this carcass here. Let's woof them in the grass just for now and hang out a little bit until Nimbus returns. I think Pyra is very anxious for him to get back. She might actually call him back. I think we'll do her rallying howl, and hopefully he'll get back to us soon here. And we can just wait with the pups until then. Oh, thank goodness, there's Nimbus. Let's let the pups out. I think Pyra's feeling a little bit better that he's here, although she has been howling back and forth with Prospect Peak, and I don't think that's got her feeling too great about things, because they seem like they're getting closer. But oh my goodness, the storm is worsening. Oh no! Oh! The storm has actually subsided, it seems like. And Nimbus has returned. And I think the pups are just about ready to grow up here. So let's go ahead, we'll move them back in the grass just for one more moment. Ah, coyotes. Of course there's coyotes, because why wouldn't there be coyotes? All right, please go back in the grass, everybody. Helios is trailing, and I think that's... Oh my gosh, holy cow, not again. No, 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 no. No, no. Yeah, Nimbus is on this guy. We ain't doing that this time. No, we are not. Oh my gosh. Well, that was, man. That was more intense than it needed to be. Let's go ahead and get a brief rest here and check back in with the pack in the morning. Oh! Oh my goodness, right as the sun rose, we have made it. We've kept our pups alive and growing at the rendezvous site. We've reached the family snapshot here, and we've reached endless summer. Whew, boy, y'all, that was a little bit of an intense ending, but it worked out. Everybody's okay, thankfully. And yeah, we have finished the litter with 4 puppies surviving. Man, despite some of the most brutal illness that we have dealt with. But with that said, I think we are actually going to go ahead and wrap this up here for today. So keep your eye out for an air episode, because this one's gotten a little bit long. We will be going through the survivors of the litter in the next episode, seeing what they look like aged up and all, because yeah, this episode's a little bit of a long one, I think. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the episode. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. But until then, this is Jay, over and out.